But Sesa Goa is the one which is in focus after the CEC report on Goa mining and the recommendations which are likely. Let's start with Mr. P.K. Mukherjee, MD at Sesa Goa, and understand the implications a little bit better. Mr. Mukherjee, hi, morning. The CEC has, or rather may give out their recommendations today on the illegal mining in Goa. What are the chances of the revival of mining in the state? Any rough timeline for mining to begin?
If we have to go by what CEC has said during our meeting on 21st of November, they said very categorically that the process will be painful, it will not be painless, and it will all depend on how everybody cooperates, both in Supreme Court and outside, during the process they run through, like Karnataka. So basically what message they have given, that it is already a structured process has been followed in case of Karnataka. Similar process they would like to follow in case of Goa. Of course, there are Goa-specific issues, they will handle it specifically. So in that case, the same boundary line measure fixing, then identifying new encroachments as compared to the Shah Commission reports encroachments, then reclamation rehabilitation plan, and then how many mines can restart with some new within some new quantum limit, and with some penalties or fines, whatever they have done in case of Karnataka. That is what I think CEC has stated to us, and that is what they have said that they are going to write in Supreme Court report.
Morning, Mr. Mukherjee. This is Nikunj Dalmia also joining in from the Delhi studio. So what is the total revenue loss of the state due to the mining ban in Goa? And for Sesa Goa specifically, what is the dent in revenues?
You see, state government, I think recently Chief Minister is on record that he feels that annual basis it will be 35% of his budget this financial year will be impacted because of the mining ban. And so far, Sesa Goa is, and the taxes, as you know, the last year total revenue mining directly through royalty and excluding royalty other taxes, total figure impact was I think about 1250 crores. That is so far state government is concerned. And so far central government is concerned, about 6,500 crores of revenue from the Goa mining on an annual basis last year they have earned. So, and so far Sesa Goa is concerned, you know, we are in the midst of the fair season. So our average run rate is 1.5 to 2 million per month. So one can multiply that by the average grade of our iron ore what we export, that is 57, 58, which which current market price is about $90 per ton. So one can multiply that and get that monthly basis how much revenue is getting impacted.
Mr. Mukherjee, as for Karnataka, what is the situation here as Category B mines had been allowed to stay with some preconditions? Any update on restarting operations in Karnataka?
No B category mine has been specifically approved by Supreme Court so far, although CEC has recommended its starting. And last time Supreme Court has accepted certain conditions to be imposed by as suggested by the CEC. So far Sesa is concerned, its mine in B category, and we have complied with all the conditions today. And we expect that in the next hearing, whenever it happens, now tomorrow it is not happening, I was told, that will be cleared. And then thereafter, subject to state government, various permissions which are required, we will be able to start. And we are very, very optimistic on that, although it is very, very low capacity as compared to our capacity as per the environmental permission.
So, Mr. Mukherjee, how different is the mining situation in Karnataka and Goa? And can the fate of mining be same in both these regions?
Goa and Karnataka is basically not comparable at all. Karnataka is a much larger state. Iron ore mining is a very recent phenomenon, economic activity there, maybe hardly 25 to 30 years before. They have started iron ore mining there. And it is not a significant impact in the whole state's budget, because Karnataka has got a lot of other industrial activities. But Goa, you see, this is, first of all, this mining, iron ore mining is a 60, 70-year-old industry here. Iron ore mining is basically created various infrastructure in Goa over the decades. and it is still remains one of the major backbone for Goan economy, besides tourism. As I said, 1/3 of the population is impacted directly, indirectly in the mining sector.
Mr. Mukherjee, how much production are we seeing at Karnataka right now, and how many mines have reopened? Because we've heard only NMDC is operational as of now.
Yeah, that's correct. There are some A category mines have been allowed to operate. I think one or two had, on a very small scale, they have started coming in. And some of the mines had started operating, but again they have stopped because of the lapse of their other permissions. So they are in the process of getting those permissions back. That means those other law permissions. Supreme Court has authorized an NMDC from their 2 mines to operate on a 1 million ton per month basis, but they could not yet reach after 1.5 years to that rated capacity. So it is a very, very subdued situation, and because of which there are a lot of increase in prices of auction. The reserve price itself, we must be knowing that it is kept very high. No steel makers or no pig iron manufacturers are finding it economical to buy it. And actually it is a very, what do you call say, very subdued scenario so far steel production is concerned based on Karnataka iron ore.
Mr. Mukherjee, final question, and I'll take my chances with this one. We're hearing the rumors of a special dividend that Cane India may announce soon. Have you heard anything? Because Sesa also has some exposure to Cane India.
No, I don't have any such knowledge. Nor I am privy to that knowledge. So I am sure as and when they decide to give any dividend, they will be announcing this in stock exchange for the board meeting in which it will be considered. So right now they have given the last dividend, what you know, and everybody is aware that how much it has got.
Mr. Mukherjee, really good having you on the show. Appreciate you taking the time out and joining us today on 18 Hours.